Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today, whether you are in the US, Africa, Europe, Jamaica. Thank you all for tuning in. First of all, I'd like to say I hope everybody is healthy, everybody's doing well, and for those who are not doing well, I hope God will put his hands on everyone, speedy recovery for whatever illness or the problems you have in the world today. But today, I would like to start off by talking about my New York Knicks, a team that's on the rise, and suddenly they started to struggle a little bit. Um, they have a game tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. Do I think that they can win that game? Sure. Um, to me, the keys of winning this game tonight, we have to have more ball movement, man movement, spacing. We have to space the floor. For the past three games, we haven't been making our shots. We get wide open shot, 3 point shot, we're missing. We're getting a little frustrated because we're not making our shot, but we have to make shots. We have to play a little bit smarter because the referee, he's not going to give us any leeway. They're going to call the game the way they see it, not the way we see it. So we have to be smart. We have to play above the referees tonight. We have to play sustained defense. Basketball is a 48-minute game, not a 24-minute. We can't play defense in spurt. We have to play defense for the entire game. Teams are not going to come and play as if they want to lose. They want to win too. So do we. So we have to play smart. Now I'm going to turn to the second unit. The second unit is a different animal. When they come on the floor, you can see it's a different style of basketball. They run up and down, they run in transition, they space the floor, they put the other team on their heel, they score, and they don't play isolation basketball. They play within the system. Um, the starting lineup, we have Julius Randle, we have when Brunson is healthy, he's there, and we tend to play a little, one on one. And I really don't mind one on one basketball if you have a good matchup, somebody you could take off the dribble, post up, whatever you do. But team right now without Jalen Brunson is currently zoning in on Julius Randle. They're just doubling him, tripling him. They know his weaknesses. Hey, we could just double him and he loses the ball. So I would like to see him tonight, especially tonight game against the Los Angeles Lakers. Make quicker decision and stop. In my opinion, if your shots are not falling, go down low, get the ball in the post. Randall is too strong and powerful not to play in the post. You got an open shot, take it. But if you see where your shots are not falling, do something different. Because if he goes down low in the post, um, he's strong. You go to the line and yes, make his free throws. Free throws are important because it can come back to bite you, especially in close games. Um, I would love to see RJ Barrett pick up his game a little bit more. I would love to see that. And I don't think we should jump to the conclusion. So let's trade him because he's not playing well. I don't think it's necessary to trade RJ Barrett. Whatever decision they make in the off season, there's nothing we can do about it. But right now, eh, I wouldn't worry about trading him. I would love to see him do better. I like to see him drive more. I would like to see him make those open shots. And Jalen Brunson, he's not going to be with the team. So we need somebody else other than Julius Randle. We need the entire team to play well. Josh Hart, man, he's a beast. He's not going to give you 20 points a night, but he's going to crash the board. He's going to dive on the floor. He's going to do every single thing to make this team win games. That's Josh Hart. Mitchell Robinson. Sometimes this man plays, I can't explain. He's like guarding two people at times. He has to come to help. He has to run back in the paint, block shot, alter shot, loses length. He's a great offensive rebounder. The man do everything. He's one of the best rim runner in the league. You understand what I'm saying? But he's not going to give you an outside shot. But whatever Mitchell Robinson does, it makes teams think before they come down the lane. Most of the time, teams with stretch five, he has to play, come out and guard them, and it leaves the paint vulnerable. But his job is to be the enforcer in the middle. Emmanuel Quickly, he's my guy. But I need Emmanuel Quickly to run the offense. I need him to put guys in position to score. I don't want him come down and dump the ball down and you have an isolation play, it broke up. You lose the ball, team running transition. We're always going to be behind, try to fight back in games and things like that. So Quickly need to make the decision, do what it is what point guard should do, and try and make up. He's not going to make up for Brunson, but he can do enough to help this team win. And I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end because they needed scoring. A little bit more aggressive. I know sometimes you will say, well, you can do more other things than scoring to make the team win. But right now, we need you Quickly. We need you to attack. We need you to make plays. We need you to do everything. I can't ask you to play defense because you're a guy that plays tenacious defense for your size. And I see where you put on a lot of weight over the summer, and you're stronger, you're faster. So do your thing tonight Quickly so we can come home with that win. And the entire team, guys, just play above the ref. Play hard. Play strong. Do what you do best. Thibodeau is a defensive guy, even though he's not really. He's an all around coach right now. But defense win games. Defense make stop. Defense make you run in transition. Defense, you put fear in the heart of other team because they can't get by you. They can't do what they normally do. They can't get to their sweet spot. So guys, please, just do what New York does. We play defense. And I'm an old school guy. Back in the days, nobody liked to hear the name called, but back in the day when Pat Riley was coaching this team, if you can't play defense, you don't play. You know, it's a different era. The NBA has changed. Can't touch people no more. You can't do this. It's a freaking foul. You get tossed, whatever. But in today's game, no matter what happens, no matter what the rule changes are, you have to stop someone. If you can't score, the other team shouldn't be scoring. That's how I see it. That's how we play. That's how I see it back in the days. So good to Los Angeles Lakers tonight. I don't know if LeBron will be playing. That's a different story. I don't know what happened to him, but we'll talk about that another time. But our team needs to play strong, need to play well, and need to play for 48 minutes. Play hard, play strong, play above the ref. Forget about the naysayers. Forget about those people out there who say, "Oh, well, you see, they win 9 games now. They lost 3, and we expect this and the whole 9 yard, blah blah blah." But I don't believe in that. Every team goes through patches, a little rut in the road. They have to climb themselves out of that rut and get back to the promised land. And if they do that, they win another winning streak. I expect them to win the next 2 games. As a Knicks fan, you always have to have hope. Well, back in the days, we almost win the chip, but we just couldn't get over the hump. We never have enough firepower. We never have enough scoring. This team was having over 120 points per game in the stretch. They were doing well. They were doing well. Until then, we lost Brunson. He came back. Then he has to leave again because you don't want to lose him for the entire playoffs. Because I'm telling the truth, an ankle injury, those injuries is not pleasant because I had it and I was limping for 6 months. But I had to work. I wasn't home hanging out and elevating my feet and all that. I had to work. And when you step on that, when you walk around, you will feel it. So I think I know exactly what Brunson is going through. And we can't afford to lose him. I think they should rest him for the next game. And the next man up, the next man up, we have to play hard, win. So I'm gonna switch gears a little and talk about um, what I'm seeing on in my country in YouTube. I'm seeing where a lot of young men in Jamaica today are doing well. They're hustling, they're working hard, and we should cut out the negativities about um, that everybody or every kid or every youth is running around with a gun, running around making mischief, running around stealing and committing crime. I've watched a lot of YouTube channel that I've seen young men in their teens, early 20s, 30s doing their thing. And I'm proud. I'm proud of what they're doing, and I'm proud of the way they're uplifting the country because we see most people see negativity. They don't see where the positive thing that's happening in our country today. And I'm not scared to travel home to Jamaica like some people. Oh, well, if you go to Jamaica, this is going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. I will, and I'll always travel home because when you travel, you don't venture into areas that you're not supposed to be venturing. If you're not accustomed to certain places, or you're not used to certain places, or it's important for you to go those places, walk with someone that you know, walk with a guide, family member, friends, and you'll be fine. There are so many beautiful, beautiful places in Jamaica, waterfalls, towns, countries, monument, beaches, food that you can enjoy yourself. A lot of people there having Airbnb places for you to stay. You could, you know, have fun. Don't listen to the crowd. Don't listen to it. Crime is everywhere in the world today. right? Crime is everywhere. I'm not saying that crime is not in Jamaica. It is, but there's only a small percentage of people that's committing a crime. A small percentage. I was listening to Fabian today from Jamaica Walk By TV, was driving around, and he was saying the same thing. He's there. He said, "Look how Jamaica is beautiful. Why are we, why people are doing this to the country? The vibe is so nice. You got a lot of friendly people there. You got people who wants to do well. But that tiny amount of people that commit these crimes are giving us a bad name. And that shouldn't be happening in a small country like that. So I'm gonna give a shout out to some of those bloggers in Jamaica. I want to give a shout out to Ross Moko out there in St. Thomas with Matthew. Um, Big up to Poppy, Spearfishing Adventure, Fabian, Jamaica Walk By, Jamaica Sunrise TV. Most of these guys really seem those names that I just called are young men. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even know certain place in Jamaica. There's a man called, as I say, Jamaica Walk By Fabian. He walks the entire. When he goes on his tour or whatever, he walks around and he shows places. He goes to some dangerous neighborhood. I couldn't walk the way he walked. The guy walked over a hour sometime, showcase in Jamaica, the scenery. He goes to certain hotels, beaches, you know. Then you have a young man like Papi, who's just maybe, I'm just guessing his age group, anywhere between 19 or 18, 19, 20, I don't know. This young man can prepare a meal. How many kids out there goes in their kitchen here in the US and prepare a meal? No, they go to the fast food, the restaurant, McDonald's, wherever they go and eat. I mean, Jamaica is different. I could understand that, but there's also fast food places in Jamaica that you could go eat too. But the guy goes in his backyard, he make up his wood fire, his coal stove, he cooks his meal, whatever he cooked, the jerk chicken, ackee and saltfish, fried dumpling, whatever. And he goes in his backyard and is he's garnishing a lot of attention all over the world on YouTube. Then you have another young lady, Jessica Cargill. Oh boy, that woman can dive. She'll dive over in the anywhere in the ocean, the deep blue sea, catfish. It's like when you look at her under the water, it's like she's in another world. So I'm proud. I'm proud of my country, and I'm proud of what they're doing, and I'm proud of everybody who's progressing in the country. Just want to get rid of crime and violence. That's all. Now, I want to give a shout out to the guys that make this possible. Me here live. I was watching. Um, I'm sorry. I watch all these sports TV on YouTube. Big up to Nick Fan TV with CP, the franchise. NBK with Sims. Nick's Media. The streets are buzzing. All those guys. And I can't forget the podcast that I was always on is the Man Show with Ron Cleveland. He's no longer doing it, but he was the guy who was so inspirational with everyone. This man didn't take any garbage. He's a man of God, and he has to leave the channel because there's too much. Guys were trolling on his channel. They're saying languages. They were doing certain things that he didn't like. And he said, you know what, let me get out of here. Yeah. So I just want to say to you guys that I'll be on again. And it was a pleasure talking to you. Go on YouTube. My channel is OSSIE Video Tour. I got a lot of content there. I'm new to this, but I'll be doing this live more times, a lot more. And please subscribe to the channel. Give me a like, please. Make a comment in the comment section and tell me what I need to do to make this channel better. So, in a nutshell, guys, I'm gonna end this program. Thank you all for watching. I wish you guys happy and pleasant evening, and with God's help, this world can be a better place. Thank you. See you again in the next one.